Now to the scary story out of Apollo Beach. A woman says she was impaled by a stingray.
Thankfully, she is alive today to talk about how this happened, how she survived. Fox 13's Matthew McCullen is on this story for us. And Matt, what does she want us to know? You talked to her.
Yeah, she really is just talking about situational awareness. I think we can all say, and she'll be the first to tell you, that this was a freak accident, just kind of a fluke. But if the first thing that comes to mind when you hear this story is the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, his untimely death nearly 20 years ago, it is because that's how uncommon it is, how unusual it is to hear about somebody having an upper body injury, a puncture wound by a venomous stingray. She's recovering right now at St. Joseph's, Maine in Tampa, and again says this was just kind of a freak accident. I do want to warn you before we show you the photos that they may be jarring for some, but I will take you back now to Tuesday, sort of set the scene for you. She was here with her husband at Little Harbor in Ruskin on Tuesday, said she wanted to cool off from being on the beach, so she wades into the water, only about knee deep, and when she leans back to wet her hair and shoulders, she reports feeling a sharp stabbing pain in her upper back almost as soon as she hit the water. And then as she leans forward to get out, her husband back on the beach, just horrified by what he sees, a live stingray hanging by its tail from O'Brien's back, its venomous spine, piercing her upper back more than 4 inches deep, missing her lung by just centimeters. O'Brien knew not to agitate the animal by making any movements. Paramedics freed her using shears to cut the stingray at the base of its tail. At the hospital, a trauma team carefully removing the spine. She is now being treated for poisoning from the stingray's venom.
Still incredibly sore, like spurts of pain, and they say that's just because of like the toxin that's like actually in the barb of the stingray itself. So it kind of went through like muscle where the laceration, like the puncture actually was, is like, I guess there's still toxins there.
Speaking with her medical team at the hospital, O'Brien says almost none of them have treated a puncture wound exactly like this one. She's on antibiotics to treat any possible bacterial infection from the very warm water. And O'Brien says in the moment she was certain she was going to die, but that it was her husband who kept her from panicking. She's also thanking the first responders who so artfully, so delicately were able to free her from that stingray there in the water. And as I send it back to you, she says she expects to be staying in the hospital for at least 7 days.
Wow. It's unbelievable to see this video. All right, Matt, we'll touch you later on. Thanks.